Hey guys, welcome back. So today's video is going to be painting that palette. I don't have my extensions in right now, so because I just washed my hair last night. Thought I was going to have a relaxing day on Thanksgiving. Hope you guys did good. I got off at 12:30. Then my mom wanted me to come over. I'm like, Mom, Jason's not home. I am going to be freaking relaxing. She's like, fine, just come tomorrow. So I got to go to my mom's house later. Okay, so let's get started. So I don't have any palettes right now. The only one I want to pan would be my Makeup Revolution. So let's start off with Size Matte pan. That palette, that's this guy right here. I've had a couple of them in my vise, and I switch it to this guy. This is my Kevyn Aucoin. This is the one I had the most exciting progress in. So this is what it looks like. So yeah, I still have not hit pan on any of these guys. I'm not planning on hitting pan on those guys because sometimes I bounce between the two, and then I use these guys as an inner corner. These guys are, of course, way too light for my skin tone, and so is this. Okay, so the cream, so let's get the powder. So here's the one I use for, like, nose contour and set my eyebrows on. It's, as a contour, it's too light. So let me swatch this guy. So that's what it kind of looks like on my hand. It's a very gray tone. And then on me, it just goes muddy. But I can do it down the nose and underneath the eyebrows, and that's fine. This guy, I have a slight dip in it. Not too much. I tried it underneath the eyes, then I set on top of it, and I had to be like it that way. Because this guy does freaking nothing. He's a very subtle than the one from Essence, put it that way. This is like really does nothing. It's like a very soft glow. And on my skin, like, let me show you. Like I blend it out, gives you a really soft glow, which is okay, but I'm kind of not into that. Because if it was a little bit darker, it'd been fine. I'd be like, okay, bling. Because this is actually soft for me. I'm like a poppin', but I'm going to see my dad, so my dad doesn't like anything bright, so I can keep it neutral. So I don't have any blush on that. So just bronzer and highlight. Okay, so there's that. Let's get into the creams. This guy I use sometimes down here. The cream I can actually use. The cream, I use it on top of the my cream tone stick if I wanted more of a chisel look. And then let me show the highlight. The highlight, I've been using it as, and again, the highlight does nothing else. Oh, like right there, nothing. It's kind of like a really soft matte highlight. Oh, not really. Has like a tad bit of glow, but I'm trying to build it up, but it's almost impossible to build up because, yeah. So there's that. Okay, it really doesn't do anything. So I just use it underneath my concealer and then kind of like that way, and it works fine. That's how I'm going to use that guy, to use that guy up. The only one I do like is the cream contour. So I get why these things are just kind of like a pain in the ass, to put it that way. But it's one of those things. I do have the cream tone, the contour from Kevyn Aucoin. I think my sister gave it to me. I'm not sure, or I don't know. But anyways, I do like that. It's more of a little bit dark for my skin tone that doesn't look too muddy. So there's that guy. Then my face palette is this guy. This guy doesn't look too much progress because, blame my friend. I did repress the rest of my bronzer that I was working on from Rimmel London into this guy. So he's Freshly. I gotta make sure I don't freaking get it on my pants. This is the last of the eye thing, and this the last of the setting powder. So that I've been working on for like 20 years. Face powder. So all that thing, so spoiler alert, that thing is gone. So I did repress that into, the rest of it into here. And then this is the one that was more of the eyes. I take this to my friend's house, and this is, of course, the highlight from that. The blush is, of course, I'm still working on, but that I take to my friend's house. So this is the highlight that I use. So there's that. So this guy is just going to keep on chunking. Okay, so now let's get into these three palettes. Okay, so let's get into these two are not going to look progressy because of course, I move shadows back and forth. This is the one I want, of the ones I want out to be this guy right here because of the broken lid. He is going to be into next project plan, into next year's. So this is what it looks like. So I did move these guys into the palettes. These guys are, of course, the dips. This is the one I've been, I keep it at home. I was taking to my friend's house, but it's because of the crappy packaging, I can't do it. And plus, I kind of like using this palette more than the other palette. So, of course, I pressed these two in from last time. So, there's that. So, let's get into the shadows. These two I have barely used, like, at all. I kind of go back and forth. This one I have barely used. This one I press into this guy. These two I use in this one sort of. This one have a dip. There's like a slightly, this one I use sometimes to set my eyebrows when I want to. These two I have not really expanded. These have dips. Makeup Revolution, these mats are really fun to play with. They are hard to hit pan. This one is starting to get more of a big dip. And surprisingly, this one these two I've used a decent amount and they have not have too much of a dip. So there's that. The shimmers, actually I could have used this today. But today I had the 35O from Morphe on my eyes. To me, my eyes look light, but I was trying to keep it somewhere lighter for my father because that's how he is. I'm going to need to put something on my chest because it looks pretty crappy. But anyways, yeah, there's that. Okay, so my next palette, let me show you, is my Modern Renaissance. This one looks a little bit different than the last time because how I was working on, because I've hit major pain on them, so I decided to break it. So this guy, so this is what he looks like. He looks different. So these are two shadows from my NYX lip palette that I have. So there's those two. Then I moved the other one into my Unzip palette. So that palette is completely gone, and I just get rid of the shimmers because they were just very lackluster, no pigment, no nothing. I haven't used this since. I probably will use it tomorrow. This one is two of the, then of course I use a little bit of that one thing to mix into that. So this is the two of them. I believe it's from, then, and I also move that one shadow from Makeup Revolution to there. And take bronze, I stuck it in a different one, mix it a little bit. So yeah. So this is what it looks like. Okay, so these are here. This one I use more to set my eyebrows. This one, surprisingly, I don't really use. This is the Franken, because I add a little bit more to, like a, now it's kind of like a greenish dark, but it was a little bit darker. So yeah, that should be nice and exciting. I kind of like this kind of story. It's kind of cool. But the problem, I just wish if it just had like these two out, one of these two out, it'd been really cute, actually. And then maybe pop, I don't know, that'd be kind of cool to have Anastasia to come out with this and have one of these two, like a little bit different, like a pink or something. Or even the shimmers. The shimmers, trying to get you nice and close. This one is the one I use a little bit more. This one I have not really. This one, don't ask. This is the one, orange is the one I use the most, so yeah. Anastasia is one of the easiest shadows to hit paint on. I'm not like that. So these two are definitely going to be in next year's Pan That palette. Then I'm also going to put my Vice 2 palette that I've had for 200 years from AliExpress. And then this guy's going to be kind of like a back burner a little bit. So there's that. So I'm going to use this guy kind of as the drop-in one. Okay, so anyways, let's show you this guy right here. So this is going to take a dip off for next year's. He's kind of the one I use. Oops, sorry, little dude. He's kind of like sitting there. Hopefully he's pressed in there pretty good. So this is what he looks like. Most people look like I haven't done anything, but this is the one I use to basically put stuff in it and everything like that. These two are new in. But yeah, this guy's gonna take a deep breath off. It's kind of cool looking. I kind of like the palette that I kind of pressed in. All the shadows are not, of course, are not from the original one. Those are all gone. I just used the palette for basically to move in and out shadows so I can get products out. I'm trying to get that one Tony Moly out because I want to condense my smaller palettes down, and also that next year's pan that palette for the spoiler is going to be this one, Monterey Renaissance, and then probably these four plus my my Vice 2 from AliExpress. But so yeah. Then of course then my ones that I can continue painting, it'd be the ones I have. That's to get stuff in and out. I do like the unzip palette that I have to move shadows in and out because it's nice. I did move one of the shadows from the unzip palette, the orange one. I believe it's right. No, that's not it. I forget where it's at the moment, but yeah. In and out and stuff like that. Oh, I think it's actually this one. I think it's this one right here, actually. The unzip one. But yeah, you see that coming up soon too. The one my goal is just to hit paint on them, to get my stuff out of my collection, everything like that. Yeah, my goals are going nuts. But yeah, keep yourself sleeping, everything like that. Comment, subscribe to my channel, and I see you guys later in my next video. Bye, guys.